Hello everyone, welcome back to LFC Down Under. It's been a while since we've done a video, but we're back again. And obviously not in the greatest of times for Liverpool Football Club at the moment, obviously coming off the back of a 1-0 defeat at home to Brighton, two successive home defeats for the first time in who knows how long. But yeah, we're here to talk a bit about the Man City game, how to go about fixing our current form at the moment, and yeah, just a bit about FSG as well and what they could have done or should have done, I guess, to prevent what has been happening at the moment at the club. So yeah, obviously, how to fix Liverpool, where to start. At least we've made an effort in the transfer market, bringing in Ozan Kabak from Schalke and Ben Davies from Preston, and I think that two decent signings are going to help us this season. Obviously, with our injuries at the back to Virgil van Dijk, Fabinho going out injured too, and bringing in someone like Ben Davies, left-sided centre half who's left-footed, I think will be a massive thing for us for the remainder of the campaign. Who is he going to be partnered with at the moment? Jordan Henderson looks most likely, and going into the Man City game on the weekend, I think that Ben Davies and Jordan Henderson is probably the most probable partnership at the moment. I'm pretty sure Davies was signed a day before Kabak was. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments, but um, given that he's had probably 20 a day extra, or probably like 2 or 3 hours extra training time than Kabak, I guess you'd start him over Kabak. But then again, you look to see Kabak has played probably more prestigious sides, playing in the Bundesliga, facing the likes of Dortmund and Bayern Munich over there. So he's probably used to more of a high caliber quality, such as Man City, to come in for this type of game. Then again, his disciplinary record, he can be a bit rash and a bit, yeah, I guess rash at times. And in these big games, you don't really exactly, you sort of want an aspect of that, but not too much. So bringing in Kabak for a big game like this, we don't really want him getting too angry and being sent off or something like that. So that's also something to worry about. Um, so yeah, FSG, could they have done more? Potentially. One of my points is that it's a bit disappointing that we win the league and then we've gone on to do what we have been doing this season. That's being so inconsistent in the league. We beat Palace 7-0 one game and then we go and lose the next few games. So it's been disappointing that we can't obviously keep up the consistency that we have done in the last 3 seasons. And I understand that's incredibly difficult for a football side to do. And yeah, it's going to be expected at some point to have a drop off. I didn't expect the drop off to be this much. I thought we'd still be in a title race this season. Right now, I think for everyone's sort of mental health, I think the Red Men TV alluded to it. It's probably not best to think we're in a title race right now to get our hopes up. And if we do end up being in one, then fantastic. Then we can enjoy that later on in the season. But we have to beat Man City if we want to be in a title race, and that's going to be hard to do. But just going back to could Liverpool have done more before the start of the season in terms of transfers to prevent this slump of form from happening? The answer is yes, definitely. But obviously, COVID-19, pandemic, finances, it's all complicated with that. Liverpool, I don't believe that we have no money to go out and do anything. That's just not the case with such a incredibly popular football club all around the world, so globalized. But I think that the thing is that we have cash reserves. We have money saved for a rainy day, if you like. But we don't have any cash at the moment to spend to spend big, and it's a bit of an issue. But the club's been run in such a tight knit way by FSG the last few seasons, and you can't really complain of what they have done. People have been FSG out, and have a few people that don't agree with what the owners are doing right now. I think that's a bit unfair, to be honest. The owners of the last few seasons have backed Klopp, and recently Klopp in his press conferences maybe having a bit of a dig at FSG, saying we'll try to sign a centre back, but with the position of the club at the moment, we can't do that. For him to say those sort of things in the media, I don't quite think. I think he's just speaking his mind, really. Klopp is quite open in his press conferences and is honest with the media. Obviously, he doesn't like to speak about transfers too often, and he doesn't give anything away in press conferences. So it was a bit strange that he said we'll try and sign a centre back, and sort of alluding to the idea that the owners maybe possibly could have done more. And maybe that was a tactic from Klopp to say, we actually do need two centre backs to bring into the club, and we have signed two centre backs, so maybe it did work in a roundabout way in the end. Who knows? But yeah, I just been a bit disappointed, like we all have this season. Going watching the Liverpool side that win most weeks, to going to being so inconsistent this season, losing one week, winning the next, drawing. It's it's been tough, but we have to support the club, and it's been good for the last few seasons, and I guess we're just all not used to being in this sort of situation. But yeah, we have to, as I said, back the club, and hopefully starting with a win against Man City this weekend. How are we going to line up for that game? As I mentioned, I think Ben Davies will start alongside Jordan Henderson at the back. Another thing, we've been missing Henderson's presence in midfield along with Fabinho. I think that's hurt. It's been sort of like a domino effect, if you like. It's Henderson's performed great at centre back when he's been there. Same with Fabinho, but you lose their presence in midfield, and they've been part of one of the best midfields over the last couple seasons in Liverpool. I think Bayern Munich are probably a good shout for being the best. But yeah, that's Gini Wijnaldum, Henderson, and Fabinho is an incredible midfield which we've relied upon the last few seasons, and that's been torn apart. So obviously our defense has been torn apart too, and that's going to have knock-on effects for the front three, which haven't been performing as well. So the sides, we have massively suffered from injuries. I'm not making an excuse for that, but it has definitely impacted us. That has to be said, and yeah, as I said, no excuse really, because we still should be beating the likes of Brighton and West Brom at home. It's not an excuse for the size of Liverpool and for the players and the quality we have. So yeah, exactly. To be honest, yeah, Alisson I think is going to be back for the City game, which is a good boost. Mane is supposed to be back too, and Diogo Jota is on his way back too. He's been in training, so hopefully it's on the way up here from Liverpool, and we can get a win against Man City. It's going to be difficult, as we know they've performed fantastically in defence so far this season, and they've got, I think, the third best attacking record as well. So it's not going to be a walk in the park at all. We could definitely lose this game. And being at Anfield, I think, gives us a slight advantage over, although we have lost the last two games at Anfield as well. So I think the players will want to put it right and show, that we're still in a fight this season, and they'll be taking it game by game, as Klopp usually, as he usually does, saying, we have to focus game by game, and we're still in the Champions League. I don't know what's going to happen with the tie in Leipzig due to COVID rules and Champions League regulations and whatnot, but that's still to be decided, and we'll exactly take it game by game. We'll take it on sort of a weekly basis. You got Champions League to worry about too, and resting players with what is a bit of a thin squad at the moment for Liverpool with all our injuries. So yeah, in terms of the starting lineup for Man City, just quickly, I think it'll be Alisson in goals. Right back's going to be Trent, and then Henderson and Ben Davies at centre back, and left back Robertson in midfield. Gini Wijnaldum's been playing decently in the number 6 position, so I think he could start there. James Milner's been playing well too, so probably Milner, Wijnaldum, and Thiago. Oxlade-Chamberlain and Curtis Jones. Obviously, there's decent shouts with them. Obviously, Oxlade-Chamberlain tends to perform well against Man City. Scored a few goals over the last few seasons against them, so there's a shout for him to come in. Curtis Jones has been playing well when he's come on as a sub recently too. We remember what he did against West Ham when he first came on. Within the first 30 seconds, he changes the game and we score a goal. So, maybe have James Milner's grit and determination for the midfield. I think we haven't seen the same pressing that we have from Liverpool over the last few seasons, so maybe getting that sort of thing back against Man City will do good. Winning the ball back quickly against them is going to be very important, because we know just how well they can retain possession of the ball, so you don't want to give them time on the ball at all, room for them to play and time for them to play. So I think we'll go with sort of a workman-like midfield if we can, with Thiago in there pulling the strings in midfield, finding those elusive passes as we know he can do. And front three, I think, will be Salah, Firmino, and Mane. And we just have to go with our best players, because that's starting Origi. I don't think it's going to do anything. We've tried to work him into the mix. Obviously, Minamino's gone out on loan. Diogo Jota, I'm not 100% sure if he's going to be on the bench for this game. I doubt he'll get a starting position. He's been out for quite a while, so um, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how Liverpool respond. Obviously, Klopp will have them up for such a big game against Man City, and but Man City have won the last 13 games, I believe, in all competitions. So it's going to be a very difficult one, but it's definitely, excuse me, sorry, it's definitely something that Liverpool are capable of doing. I believe we can win this game, and yeah, we just have to keep going on. And like our anthem says, "You'll never walk alone." We have to walk on through the wind, walk on through the rain. Yeah, keep going through the bad times like it is now, and yeah, it'll hopefully be a good season when it comes to an end. So I'll leave on that, and I just yeah, we're just starting back up on the channel again. So give us a like, subscribe, give us some criticism in the comments below. That'll be great. I know I'm just starting out, so I need yeah, all the advice I can get and stuff. So yeah, this will be the first of many videos to come. So please share it around with your friends. We also got I'm doing it's called the Post Football Podcast. It's a channel with my friends where we talk about all things football. Expanding out from Liverpool FC, so we'll talk about Premier League, European football, and yeah, that sort of thing. So give that a check out as well. We're on Apple Podcasts, and yeah, so LFC Down Under on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, and that's the same for the Post Football Podcast too. So yeah, subscribe to our channels, and I'll hopefully see you guys in videos to come. Thank you.